welcome to Lunchtime with Pro Worlds. Welcome, welcome. Like, as soon as you come on in, just let us know you're here. Make sure that we're live and good to go. Welcome, welcome.
I always do that.
I hear myself again.
Got 4 people already.
All right. Perfect. We are pressing caps today, as you can see. And we're using our manual cap press. We also have a semi-automatic cap press. We didn't fire that one up today, but we're going to go ahead with the manual. And we're just going to kind of show you different style of hats, how to press them, what to press on them, and how to get it to, complete a full line of caps for you. So as long as we are good to go and we have some people.
Hi, Midge. Midge said she's here.
Hi.
The number is rising. Hi, Casey.
All
So
right.
make sure you guys share. It's always good to share because then you have your customers who are on your page and your business pages seeing what you can offer. They're like, oh, they know how to do hats. Let me get a couple hats.
And Midge, since you were here last week, we just printed these 2 hats. I don't know if we can kind of zoom in on them. Woo.
Hi, Charlene.
All right, to kind of
Did we say
go
we
along
all
with
can
that
say that too?
theme from
Yeah,
last
I'm here.
week.
Oh, yeah, I'm here
Oh.
too. I'm just behind the camera. We're going to do the nice zoom in feature rather than Danielle have to lean across everything
Yes.
today.
We're trying it a little bit different because we want you to see like the placement on the hats, like on with the mug press. Or we are not pressing mugs.
No.
With the hat press, so that way you can kind of really see. Because this particular model does not have a cap hold down feature, so we're going to show you how to get around that, still use it, and be completely fine with pressing a hat. You don't need a cap hold down. This one does include it. Ooh. With a spring, in case you were missing that. But we're going to do it with the manual one, so that way you can see if you like this one, that one's just as easy. So, all right, so we're good to go. We got
a lot of people. Anita McCrancy.
Hi, Mom.
Sheila, Sandy, Carol. Hi, Cindy.
All right. All right, so
Midge says, so you remembered I'm a 23-year cancer survivor. Yes.
Of course, Midge. Of course.
Betty, I actually was doing a lot of research for the hats, and I've seen some interesting things being done on a regular heat press, finding a way around pressing it. So we recommend a cap press, but if you would like to do like some YouTube video search of pressing a cap without a cap press, there are videos out there.
There's also, this was pressed, this was sublimation print. The brim of the hat was pressed with a standard heat press. So that's totally doable. If you have a standard one, you can also kind of just squish it in here and, press that down, and that will also get the brim for you.
And especially like hats, flatter hats like these, of course, you can do on there.
And as you can see, we obviously press some ahead of time. So we've got some tricks for you, some tips. So let's go ahead and get started on our first one. All right, we're gonna do a flock vinyl on a 6-panel hat. Couldn't remember if it was a 5-panel or 6-panel. Whoa, it's so bad. So this one has like the Velcro in the back. 6-panel hat. It's got the seam in the middle, but you're using a thicker vinyl. So it's just going to kind of bridge over the seam and not cause any disturbance with the ink or the vinyl that you're using. So you won't even notice the little seam that we have. First things first.
Yes, Cindy, this is the flock vinyl she's using now. We're going to be using different vinyls throughout the show.
All right, I've already weeded this one, as you can see, and I'm just going to place it where I want it. And I'm going to use the flock vinyl. Doesn't make this is not sticky at all. So if I'm going to put it on my hat and I go here, I'm going to lose it. So we're just going to use some thermal tape and stick it where I place it where I need it there.
Thermal tape is so handy. You
It
never know
is.
when you're going to need it, but when you need it, it's just so good. Especially like with letters or numbers, 2-inch ones. Those are really good too if you're lining them up to try to keep them in place.
And I'm just going to do one on each side. And this style hat, as you can see, has no. It's not like these. It's not like
The
this
unicorn
one.
horn.
Or this, the 5 panel. It's not stiff like this one. So there's some maneuvering. Oh, I just taped my bad tape. So there's some maneuvering that you're gonna need to do. I'm just sticking on the bottom of the table. Nobody saw that. This isn't gum or anything.
I
We're
was saying we
okay.
know what her table looks like underneath her.
Maybe the art table, but okay. So let me just put that where I think it'll kind of line up and get me in the middle. At least I know the center of the heart is the middle, and since the seam is running literally down the center of the hat, that will kind of help me out there. All right. What I'm going to use is a cut mouse pad. It is just a little bit larger than the design, and I'm going to put that on my pad. This helps with getting it to press properly. And just tape it on there so it stays put. Anybody commenting? We were silent.
If
there
you have
for a
any
minute.
questions, please comment. And Danielle was putting that mouse pad because this particular machine does not have interchangeable platens. So this really helps to fill that empty space. So there's always tricks around things. Remember, share this video.
Okay. I'm just going to replace my...
The name of that transfer tape that Danielle's using is just the heat transfer tape that we sell under the accessories tab on the website. Jess, do you know that item number?
No, I don't, but you can use the keyword search for thermal tape. Oh, TP-12.
There it is.
Woo!
There it is.
Yes.
All right. Non-stick sheet. Cover it. I didn't check my my pressure, so this would be like a mystery. Oops. Oh, come on.
You want me to hold it?
No, we're good. I just want to make sure it's going to line up. My pressure's not too high. Let's just increase that.
Yes,
a
we'll
little
be using Caesar on the hats as well.
bit. Oh, this is Caesar flock, by the way. Oh, I forgot to push my button. This is like, it doesn't, the timer doesn't start when you click the button, so you just have to do that. And it was 330 for 15 seconds. Oh, and then you have to push the button so it stops.
So that was 330 for 15 seconds. Push the button to start. Push the button to stop.
Cold peel. We'll wait on that. We'll go to the next one. Glitter. Same style hat. And just so you can see the different applications, we're using glitter because, again, just like the flock, it's thicker. So it's going to help to get over that seam in the middle.
Carrie wants to know if we could use brick vinyl for hats as well.
Sure. Yeah, it's thick. That'll be fine. Especially with your seam. The seam, if you're doing a hat with a seam, a 6 panel, then you're going to need something.
And no, we do not sell the caps, but it's something Danielle was throwing around out there. So we'll see.
It was still being thrown.
It's hard to keep hats clean in the warehouse that we have. Very high production back there. Scrambling, picking orders a day. We love our customers.
Okay. And just so you can kind of see here, I'm just maneuvering it just so that it's nice and tight. There's no gap. Nice and smooth. And I'm just gonna put it there. I'm ready to go. Glitter, again, is the same temp as flock.
Push the button.
Oh, the button! The button! All right, my flock should be good to go now. Let's see.
It said, how do you keep the crown from creasing when pressing? Carrie will touch on that a little bit later, right?
Yeah, we're gonna show you a little trick, especially for foam hats. It's not as I'm not ready yet. It's not as it's not as important for these because they'll kind of fall out, but dun, dun, dun. Oh, look how awesome that looks.
So pretty.
Very
So
nice.
fancy.
Yeah. Nice and glittery.
The coolest soccer mom on the field.
But these kind of hats, it doesn't have like a stiff front, so your crease is gonna fall out of this hat. So this one's not as serious as the other ones, but we'll show you a trick for that. So this one is the same as this one. Let's see if I can.
My stomach's growing. I'm sorry if you've heard it.
All right, so let's go ahead and peel our flock vinyl off.
Yes, you can use cotton hats.
Yeah, I
James
don't know, what
finally
are
joined
these?
us, I see.
Hi, James.
Hi.
What's up, family? Let's see here.
This flock is really, it's like, no, I don't want to let go.
No, you can use a variety of vinyls, as we're doing here today on the hats.
Yeah, we're just using the thicker one.
Glitter, right?
That was glitter that we just did. We're just using the thicker ones to get over our 6-panel hat, to get over that seam. But look at that flock one. Very nice. And it, you know what? It's nice and smooth, nice and soft. We're going to do the flock on another one. We're going to show you how to do this hat.
Oh.
Isn't it nice?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so this one I'm going to weed away just so you can kind of see.
Alpha Broder, we got this from?
Yes.
We got our hats from Alpha Broder. That's ALPHABRODER. And our shirts as well. Whenever we do the Facebook Lives, I believe they do sell something. I call it a sublimation tee. Because someone was saying that they would like for us to start selling them. Once again, trying to keep 100% polyester,
A white.
clean in the warehouse. But they do have that good shirt, and it feels
I
and
don't know
looks
if you
like
wanna-
cotton.
Bianca, if we can kind of zoom in.
Of course.
So we can see the weeding here.
The touch in the feel.
There is a little, I want to make sure it's down. Oh yeah, the little apostrophe. I wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna rip apart.
And what is this that you're weeding now?
We are weeding flock. So you can kind of see it's ripping, and that's fine. If I was really struggling, I can just go ahead and put it, oh my hands, I could put it under like the heat. So like weed, it's easier when you have like a flat heat press. But that way, like, you can get the adhesive carrier to kind of loosen it up a bit. But it's not that bad. You just got to make sure you get all your pieces. I'm throwing it on the floor, Jess. Stop making fun of me.
Look at us.
She's looking for
And
the
I
garbage
moved the
can.
trash
I was
can.
so proud that I thought to put it there. And then it's gone. And it's replaced with a hat gallery.
Yes. We have the extra hats underneath the table just in case. You never know when you need another hat. And then,
Carolyn said, have you pressed on dry fit material? If so, what temperature? Right now we're just focusing on the hats. But with dry fit, you have to be very careful because sometimes it can work. But sometimes you can have treatment on the threading or can have stain resistant properties that can not allow it from pressing. But you do want to still follow the time and temperature of your design. Some people add a nonstick sheet over top, but we can get more into that if you want to email us in at service@proworldinc.com or give us a call at 1-800-678-8289.
okay, so we're going to do this little hat. I don't know what you call them. A beanie, whatever.
Skull cap.
There you
whatever.
go.
Yeah.
Scully.
Do you want to show our fail? We fail here, FYI.
So we are human. We do make mistakes.
This initially was pressed yesterday, and I thought, oh, it's a stretchy hat. Caesar Easyweed stretch. Why not? Well, this is why not. Because the text is so thin that when I pressed it, it totally went crazy on me. And also note, when pressing this hat, even though you want it to be cuffed, don't do that. Because it actually thins out the area of the hat that you're pressing. So I'm going to show you how not to do this. And the way we went around it, that's why we're using the flock vinyl, because it's thicker and it's going to bridge over your
Threading?
yes, like the little ridges in the hat. So that's why we went with this vinyl.
Yeah, because this one ended up looking like eyelashes or spider legs.
Yeah, it did. It doesn't look good, but this one looks really good. And it's
Yes.
and it's flock, so it all has that same little fuzz to it. It's really nice.
And warm and cozy.
But as you can see, we test stuff, we try it out. This was even washed. Yay.
Oh, Carrie said they're called ribs. I've heard that before.
Oh. See? Somebody's paying attention. Thanks, Carrie.
Bob said, have we done bucket hats?
Bucket hats. What are bucket hats?
Are those like the fisherman type hats?
I think so, with like the brim all the way around it.
Bob, give us more details. I don't know what a bucket hat is. I'm not really a hat person. All right. Mom hair, don't care. We are going to go on, we'll do pink. They come backward, inside out. You need that. Why do you need that? If you're doing a hat like this, after you turn it inside out, like the right side, and then you fold it, this is the inside of the hat. So keep that in mind. Unfold it. Now it's got to be upside down, and now we have to press on here. So, haha. So we're going to keep it inside out. I can leave that on there, right? This is,
Oh, so see how wide the design is. Butch made it.
Oh,
hi,
good.
Butch.
And Ivy. Hi, Ivy.
Okay, so we have to do inside out and upside down, like that. So that way our hat is gonna print the way we want it. And I'm gonna use the tape again, just because I don't want it to move. I just put my finger right on that weeding tool. That really hurt.
You're like 2 for 2s this week.
Whew.
Good thing it's Friday because we had an extra day.
We're
right.
using a lot more of that first aid kit.
So to make sure that we did that right, let's just look at our sample here. Inside out and upside down. Yay. Okay. You never know. I don't want to mess up a hat.
Sarah, the pillow that we taped on the press is actually a cut up mouse pad that we used.
Okay. Mom hair, don't care. Here we come. All right. Cover it. And I don't know what kind of pressure I have, but we'll see. Oh, that's fine. Oh, button.
This is the flock as well, right? So instructions.
3:30, 15 seconds, and we're gonna peel cold. Oh, you grouped them all together for me.
Yeah,
Look,
I
but
would
this
suggest.
is a design.
So let me just put it over here.
This is
Pretty
what
cute.
It's one thing when she dumps bigger pieces like this, but these little tiny flock pieces.
Oh wait, this is a cold peel, so we'll wait.
We'll wait on it.
We'll wait on that. But see, that's what it looks like, and we're gonna
But we need this.
wait. And so let's go to the next one, which is, we'll do this foam hat because it's glitter. We're gonna do a fun little bride design. Let's see, which bride? We'll do the top one.
I'm sorry, I didn't see anything on it.
I know.
Piece of paper.
See how, like, what a difference, like the two different kinds of vinyl. And then you have to find the rest of it.
Don't forget, keep sharing out this video. And comment any questions you have. Do you have to use a mouse pad?
You don't. You don't if you don't want to. A lot of the time, the mouse pad helps to relieve the pressing marks. So if you find that you're getting a lot of the pressing marks, then use a mouse pad. If you're not, then don't use one. You don't need it. It's not a requirement. All right, see? Bride glitter. And we're going to put that on a foam hat. Now, foam hats. They're foamy. And they make pressing marks. We did a little experiment this morning. And we're going to try it again today. Because I personally don't like the marks. But, as my husband told me, it's not as noticeable as you may think. So we're going to try and do it so that way we don't see the pressing marks.
You see that a lot in this industry. You have a very detailed eye because you are the crafter. You're the creator. You're giving your projects life. They're your babies. You want them to look good, like it's picture day. But at the end of the day...
Picture day! That's awesome.
What we see and go, oh, this could have been more to the left or up. Somebody else will see like, oh, that's so awesome. How'd you do that? Where'd you get that? Can I buy that off of you? How much? So sometimes we're a little bit harder on ourselves.
I don't know. Is that R really... That's tough to read, no? Maybe I should do the other one. Let's see what this one looks like we did. And then we can do...
Oh, it's a different font?
It is, yeah. See which one we like better.
Can you use sublimation ink and sublimation paper to press on hats? Yes, you can.
Zoom
we
in on our...
actually did this one.
Yes.
Very nice.
White front, though. You have to, a white foam trucker hat is what you need to do sublimation. Because it has to be on polyester. And it has to be a white surface.
I should have printed that out. The cat press prices.
I
I believe it's $189 for the one that Danielle's using. Do not quote me on that because it could be wrong.
Let me see if I can grab them real quick.
Our
do we like that
producer,
font
Bianca.
better? Is that clear?
Yes.
That one's better. All right.
Yeah, this one does kind of look
We're gonna go with this one instead.
She's gonna check the prices. I believe it's $189 for that one.
And then $295 for the
Please.
auto one, which is that one.
Don't everybody call and be like, Jess offered a discount on Facebook.
Well, Jess was right in the pricing, so
Oh,
everything's okay.
yay.
We do have another one, but we're out of stock of that one. That is our red cat press that comes with all 4 of the bottom platens. And I believe it's semi-auto, but once again, don't quote me on that.
I don't know. Sadly, I should know, but I don't if it's semi-auto or not.
I feel they sold out so fast.
Think it is.
That we didn't even really get
And
a
there
chance
goes
to play
Bianca.
with it.
She's going back to the computer to double check.
It's not. Oh wait, it's up there.
It is.
Ah!
It's an auto
It's an auto
for $4.95.
for $4.95. So that one comes with all 4 different size platens, and it's a semi-auto, and it has the hold down clip.
All right, so I am going to just release some of my pressure because it's a foam hat, and I'm going to have a lot of extra stuff on here. So let me just make sure my mouse pad is going to help me.
Greg, we actually did a hat with the seam. That's this one here. We did it with a thicker vinyl. This one was done with flock.
And we also did these 2 as well, both with different types of vinyl. Both are the 6-panel with the seams in the front as well.
This one, was this, where's the Lake Placid? Oh, that
Right
was
there.
a seam. This is Caesar Easyweed stretch on this one.
And that's a thinner vinyl, so that shows you how it comes through. And that was done right on this machine.
There's another one.
All right, so for the foam hat, I released my pressure. I'm not nearly as high on my pressure as I was. And I'm going to put this silicone sheet on top. It's just kind of like, I don't know if we can kind of get the thickness of that. Can you see that?
you can kind of see it, absolutely.
So it's not super thin, but it's not super thick. And it's a heat conductor. So it's perfect to help press the design and get you the heat to still go to that while stopping the press lines from getting onto the foam hat. And let me just make sure that I have, pressure's too much. Let me let go of that some.
Sheila, that machine is due in around October 20th. That's our tentative date. And we actually put it back on the website today, so you can back order now if you would like.
Did you push the button?
I did.
Okay.
I remember.
Just making sure.
This is the trick, guys. This is what
I said,
everyone...
don't say that until it actually works.
Okay, never mind. I retract that. Rewind. Yes. It's so exciting
keep
because this
going.
is the number 1 call. This is the number 1 issue, the number 1 question.
Yes!
Woo!
No crease!
Very nice.
What? And whatever brides out there, here you go. But that's how you do foam hats. Get something, because what Jess was starting to say, and I totally cut her off, I'm sorry. What happens is that it's the edge of this top platen that creases your hat. So we need to get something in between the edge and your hat surface that's thick enough to stop it. And this just happens to be thick enough and still gives you the heat so that it doesn't prevent all the heat from getting to your vinyl. All right, I am going to lower us down to about 305 because we're going to do some Easyweed. And let's get down to about
Now, we don't have those sheets in particular, Sheila, but we do sell something called a 3D vacuum film that it says there in bold letters for use with the 3D vacuum press only, but you can use it for those who have 3-in-1 mug presses to do sports canteen bottles, and also you can cut it down to fit that size.
I think, Bianca, if you go look behind you, I think I might have one in that little bin there. All right, so we're going to peel off our flock vinyl here. Oh, yay, see? Look at that.
So this is how big it comes. If you're using it with the mug press, you'll fold it over once and then fold it over a second time. Put your sports canteen bottle in it and then into the heat press. If you're going to use it for the hats, you just want to cut it down to be the size that you need to cover your hat, whatever heat platen size you have.
And mom hair, and I don't care. Awesome. Nice and fuzzy.
Let me get that item.
I love the flock vinyl.
Fuzzy, yes. Especially on those hats.
Yes. It's just, you don't even feel it because like the hat itself is nice and fuzzy. So then the fuzzy vinyl, it's perfect. Stay. Oh. All right, so now we're going to do the next one. So we covered, I want to say 5 panels so bad. We covered the 6 panel. We covered the skull cap, the foam hat. Now let's do a 5 panel right here. The 5 panels are nice because, oh, look at that. There's stuff in there. Still no garbage down there. but the 5 panel has its own depth in the front. Like, it's nice and stiff. So it'll help me when I go to put it on here. How many moms out there have boys? Boy mom. I'm sorry that this is all like mom related. I don't know. I don't know why, but it is today. Oh, you know what? We have a coach one. We could do the coach one last on a foam hat. Okay, so boy mom. Any moms out there that only have boys, this is for you.
And that item number for the 3D vacuum film is S as in Sam, B as in boy, dash S as in Sam, dash 073.
Okay. Any questions out there? I mean, we did a lot of hats so far.
Well, I was answering them as we went along. The newer question is, I'm sorry, what vinyl do you use for a braid hat?
A braid? Maybe they don't make
the
braid.
beanie one that we did.
I used flock vinyl. Glitter could also be used because, again, it's a thicker vinyl. Brick you could probably use too, like the one lady had mentioned earlier.
And Lisa says, I need a bright or neon pink vinyl to go on a 6Pro cotton hat. Any recommendations?
We had pink last week. What was that super bright hot? It was like neon or fluorescent raspberry, I think, from Caesar Easyweed.
Oh, it was the bride hat that they were looking for. So that one's right here. That's the glitter that we used.
Oh, bride.
Oh.
We got it.
That's that autocorrect.
Get you every
and
time.
even if it's not, I'll still say it is. What's the foam light covering called on your website?
What did they want to know about the bride hat?
What kind of vinyl it was? It was the glitter, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the I think it's like rainbow confetti.
Okay.
That's where you get that like it's not like
It's kind of hard to see.
Is
but
it?
Yeah.
Maybe at the light. Can we
Kind of.
see?
Yeah, you can see the glitter aspects in it.
It's nice and rainbowy. I like it.
What's the foam light covering you use on the trucker hat?
I use the silicone sheet.
Is that?
Yeah, but it's not foam. Why don't you have that vacuum one? Where's the vacuum? Here, give it to me. We'll do that when we do the next foam hat. I'll show you how to use it with this one. Hopefully it works, because no, it'll be fine. All right, so boy mom. Now, this has, as you can see, like Look, I'm not at my mouse pad. Like, there's some depth in there. So what do? Let's just throw another mouse pad on. Bump that up. Get your tape. Hey. Really? It's gonna do it again.
The difference between the two hat presses, while Danielle figures out that tape, is the one Danielle's working on is our manual press. So you would manually lock it down. When it's done, you'll manually pop it open, and it does not have the clip for the hat on the bottom. Where this machine is our semi-auto TransPro cap press, so it automatically pops up when it's done pressing, and it also has the bottom holder for the cap. Oh, and also this one is clamshell. That one is a swing away.
All right, let's press it. 305, 10 to 15 seconds. So I'm at like 10 seconds for this one. This was the Easyweed.
Just standard, regular Easyweed?
Standard Easyweed. Oh, stop. And it's a hot peel. Super easy. And so nice. Look how nice that came out. Perfect.
Very nice.
All right, look at all these hats. I feel like we're getting like surrounded by hats today. All right, so I don't need this one because we're gonna go back to that foam hat and I'm gonna show you it with the 3D vacuum film. And I have another one. We'll do Coach onto our foam gray hat here.
Is that Easyweed as well?
This, it's a very good question.
It's meant for temperature-wise.
Well, we're still at the right temperature,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if it's stretch or Easyweed. We'll kind of see when it comes out. If it's semi-glossy, then it was Easyweed. If it's a little bit more of a matte finish, then it was stretch. But we'll see. So as you can see, like it doesn't require a particular vinyl, but based on our other samples, it'll look better when, I want to say, like the right vinyls used, I guess.
Carrie said, could you use the 3D film or the silicone film on a 5-panel and 6-panel hat? That's where she's getting
Sure.
the creasing.
Yeah. I didn't get it. You know what? If you're getting a lot of creasing with those 5 and 6 panels, lessen your pressure. Shockingly, vinyl doesn't require a whole lot of pressure. And if, as you're doing it, you notice that when you peel it, the vinyl's lifting up, then go back, press for a little bit longer at a little bit higher of a pressure, and then you'll be all right. It'll stick back down. But like as you can see, like we didn't get any kind of creasing on the hats that we did, and just using that mouse pad on the bottom really helped to resolve that.
And once again, we got the hats at alphabroder.com. And yes, the press Danielle is using is good enough if you just want to start out with hats. Because as I mentioned, although it doesn't have the different interchangeable platens, there's ways around that. That's why we're incorporating the mouse pads. Let's see. One day will we demonstrate how to press plates. We'll have to look into that because we don't have sublimation blank plates, but maybe we can do something like that in the future.
Yeah, that one you either need like a plate platen or you need the 3D vacuum press. Which one do you have? Let us know. And
Are there tricks of printing hats without a hat press? Megan, I've seen some tricks, doing some research. I would just recommend looking on YouTube. We strongly recommend using a cap press only because it just makes it so much easier to get that perfect print on there. But you can do some things like the flatter ones on the heat press, and also like the little
we're gonna see if this. I feel like I need to cut it. Let's cut it because I don't know if one layer.
Well, once we cut it down, it's going to be this because it's the same exact material.
You know what? We can do one layer. How do I get one layer on there? Let's see. There we go. And we'll see if that works. It should flatten out by the time I swing it around.
Or
And
if not, just
did I increase? Let's go left. I'd rather get less pressure because I have all these layers. than too much pressure, because then I'll get my crease no matter what I do. And down. Button.
This is the sublimation hat here. We just didn't press it on the live, but all it is a sublimation transfer that was printed out of a sublimation printer, and you press it the same way you're pressing these designs.
Oh, not enough pressure. If Bianca, if you want to zoom in.
Yep.
See, it didn't even catch. So, let's go back.
But notice there's no crease.
Probably because there wasn't enough pressure.
Oh, good. Robert's been waiting for this one, so I'm glad you could join
yay.
us.
All right, let's swing it around. Hope I don't burn myself. Again.
I was didn't want to say anything, but you know.
We'll see if that pressure is enough. If not, we'll try it again. Nope. Now it's just testing me. Let's do a double layer. See what that happens. Oh, I pushed it already. Didn't think it caught. All right, we'll see if this works. If not, we'll figure something else out.
And we're at 12:52 for time.
Wow, this was a long one. Sorry, guys.
We just really want to show you the
This
variations of hats you can do.
This one is testing me, I feel. We're gonna do it one more time. And then, let's just increase it more. The foam hat's like, no, I don't want to. Okay, let's try that. Work, work, work. Is that gonna work this time? Let's see. This might be the stretch, because the stretch mine on you, it requires a little bit more pressure than the other ones. Let's try from the C side. Yay! Oh, my letters are kind of peeling up as I go, so I'm gonna just show you how to get around that. Because it's not that it's bad. We're gonna fix it. If my H can kind of cooperate. Okay.
Once again, that cover is the 3D vacuum film SB-S-073. And it's basically just like a silicone pad. We use this one, but we don't sell this. So that's why Danielle's demonstrating with the one we sell.
We did have it. We're just gonna press again. I think it's on that right hand side that it just doesn't like, my mouse pad might not be covering it fully. That's probably why, because it's not getting enough pressure. But we'll see. Maybe this one did the trick. Oh, I wrinkled my A.
Oh no.
Darn. Wow, this hat does not like me at all. All right. Well, this hat was a fail. But what I can do, I have another one. Woo! We're gonna do you have that other Braid one?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just show it on this one. Now, this one already kind of has some creases. Let me see. All right, so here, look at these creases. Just so you can kind of see, like that's what this was the one when we tested. Oh, you know what? I have more black ones in the other room.
I make him run real quick.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get a black one that doesn't have any like sort of kind of creases. So that way you can see how it works. And I am gonna just double check. All right, I'm wide enough there.
We're using that vacuum film to try to alleviate the crease that you get on that type of hat. You can use it to your discretion. If you're getting that crease on other hats, you can use it. You could use it with vinyl or with sublimation.
Oh, look. I did have another Coach one, but I'm gonna stay away from that.
There's 2 there.
Perfect. Oh, you didn't get ones in the bag. Get one from the bag.
Oh, sorry.
We already messed these up because these already have a crease, so I don't wanna show you that. Sorry, I should have probably told Bianca a little bit clearer instructions. All right, so this time I cut my vinyl film because I want to make sure it's going to work this time. So hopefully, oh, let's get our temperature back up. Do we have any other questions?
No.
There we go.
Okay, brand new. Woo! All right, so now we have 2 bride hats. So any brides out there, please message us because we can send you a hat. You can give it to Jen.
Oh.
Okay. All right, where I want it. Let's put it on here. And you're taking, I don't know if I was doing this on all of them, but I didn't explain it. Like, pull out that sweatband there. Okay. Perfect. My cut piece.
Oh, you did cut it? I missed
did.
it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can put screen print transfers on these hats.
Which we did here, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a screen printed one that we did.
Yeah, from our stock that's a stock transfer. And we also did, you can layer. This is Easyweed with glitter. All right, let me see if that worked out better for me. So much better. So maybe, it definitely wasn't the film. It was most likely my vinyl. So the Easyweed stretch requires more pressure. And when I was pressing on a foam hat where I don't want to see a crease, pressure is not going to be my friend. So swap out to another vinyl that doesn't require as much pressure. So probably the Easyweed probably would have worked. The glitter worked perfectly fine. There's absolutely no crease at the top of my hat whatsoever. So that's awesome. To avoid the crease, cut a 3D vacuum film. It's a little workaround, but you still need to cover vinyl with a nonstick sheet anyway. So you might as well cover something that you know is going to prevent a crease to happen on your hat. So you can basically press any hat. You just have to have the right material and the right assistance. And this was all done with one size platen. So I know that there are a lot of people out there that feel that they need the interchangeable platens. And yeah, if you're pressing lots of hats at a time, the interchangeable platens are really helpful because based on how thick your hat is or how small your hat is, that really helps. But, especially if you're doing like a visor, but if you're, just doing this every now and then, a customer wants a hat, or it's not like your top selling item, then there's nothing wrong with this one style platen. You just get to modify it with some mouse pads. All right, so I think we're done. No questions?
Yes. Well, you just answered it. Shantae asked, is the hat platen interchangeable? This one is
this
not.
one.
The semi-auto is not, but if you go under our website, click on Cat Press, when you hover over heat presses, you'll see our red machine that does have the interchangeable platens, but it's out of stock until about October 20th.
So in the meantime, grab yourself a mouse pad and make your own hat to work with. So we're good?
Yes.
Any other questions out there?
So can a visor be done on that press?
Absolutely. Yep. Because the visor is just going to take up a little section, and you'll be fine. We just didn't order visors.
All right, I think that's it. Everybody says thank you.
All right.
And thank you guys for watching
Thanks.
and sharing.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great
Have a great
weekend,
day.
guys.